and today I have my best friend co-hosting with me. So this is a little different. You can't see us because after like 4 or 5 attempts with videos that were very informative and they came out awesome, they would not upload for some reason. Facebook Live failed us as well. I don't know what's going on. However, we decided that we were going to find a way to still get the information to you guys. So let's get into it. My best friend's name is Pt.1. I'm going to go ahead and give her the floor. This is about COVID-19, self-motivating, and improving. And it's also about some updates on COVID-19. Take the floor.
Thank you. Hi, I just want to say my name is Peyton Jabri. I appreciate Holiday for allowing me to be on the show. I just wanted to give a little insight and some updates regarding the COVID-19 and also some key factors you all should think about as you're going through your self-quarantine. Please just remember to do social distancing. Stay at home. I cannot stress that enough for you all to please just stay at home. In the event that you do have to go out to the stores, consider to stay the 6 feet apart from other people. Always make sure that you're covering your hands and your mouth. You want to make sure that you do not have that exposed. With me living in the state of Texas, I've been informed that if we do not go out and cover our mouth, it'll be $1,000 fine. I'm not sure if you may be in a different state than I am in, but I know that they have different requirements. Be aware of that. Always do your research under this time. You want to make sure that you're doing the right things. Wash your hands before and after. Anytime that you're leaving your home, as you're eating, you're picking up things, you want to make sure that you're washing your hands. If you live with other people, you have to clean up behind them as well. It's always good to make sure that you're taking care of yourself.
Washing your hands is a very vital thing because I see a lot of people are going towards wearing gloves, and the gloves are fine. Just don't drag it out like a whole trip. And what I mean by whole trip is whatever you have on your planner for that day, which going out should be minimized, but I understand we all have to just take care of business and do things. But whatever you have planned for that day, separate your usage of the gloves by each trip. So if you have 3 different locations to hit, then you need to be wearing 3 separate pair of gloves. You need to be disposing of them every time that you leave and you get back in your vehicle, because what's going to happen if you don't is cross contamination.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing is going to be better than washing your hands, washing any germs away. That is the best way. And also making sure when you come back in the home that you're taking a bath. You have a lot of healthcare workers that as soon as they get home, they strip down and they wash, because it's not just your hands. We tend to scratch in our face and rub in our face and stuff, so it's more prone to getting into our mouth that way, or our nose area.
Mm-hmm.
That way. But you also want to wash it off of your body, because we don't know how long it's staying on. The CDC keeps changing things as the virus continues to grow and become more rapid. So we just need to be staying up on our hygiene. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. And with you mentioning that, you're right. We really don't know. This is a rare thing that's going around with this pandemic. We're getting new insight every day. If it benefits you, I would recommend shopping online, having things delivered to your home, or even doing like a store pickup. That way you don't always have to be in the stores at all times. Anything that's going to be able to help you to minimize the spread, stop the spread.
And if you're shopping online, try to, once you receive the items in your home, try to still sanitize those items. So you just don't put them up, because, again, you can have cross-contamination. It seems like a lot of steps, but if it could save you, save a loved one, then it's worth the steps, guys. We really need to start getting in the routine of these things, because it's obviously not going anywhere anytime soon. They're just in the early stages of even finding a vaccine. So what's the next thing you want to cover?
Another thing that I wanted to discuss, as we are all being able to stay in our homes and just being with everyone else, and you may not be used to it, consider your motivation that you have. I encourage you to stay inspired. Please be positive under this time right now. Always know that if you're religious, you have maybe some inspirational quotes that you may find. I've seen that they're doing some online church ceremonies, so that would be great as well. Maybe you want to do a vision board. Maybe you have some goals that you want to accomplish. Set aside some projects that you may be able to do within this time frame. That way you can say when you look back, my self quarantine was going to be beneficial. I was able to get something out of that time.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I feel like you want to do something that's going to be beneficial to you, especially if you suffer from like depression or anxiety or anything. You have to try to stay in a positive light because it's a lot of depressing things going on right now. But even if you aren't, and it's just best to stay positive and do stuff that's going to motivate you because what you don't want is for all this time to have passed and then you're back on your regularly scheduled time and you have all this stuff going on and now you can't take advantage and do the things that you could have done when you were sitting at home anyway.
Yeah, definitely. If you think about it, it's getting warmer. The season is changing. Get some sunshine outside. Go for a walk. Maybe you need to get some fresh air. Maybe you need to do some stretching, some yoga. In the event that you can do some meditation, just sit down in a calm room, in a quiet room, and just relax. A lot of people I know like music. That's always a good beneficial factor to release some stress for you. I see that YouTube has a lot of videos on there. If you need to pick up a new trade that you were looking to do, or you maybe need to fix something in your home. I was able to do this with my family. We just looked up some guy who was making up some dances, and we just did that one night. We recited some dances and I got a sweat. So it was a little workout for me, but it was also something that I was able to do with my young nieces in my home just to do something a little different.
Right, and it also made memorable moments for you guys that you'll have forever, right?
Definitely. It was great. It was a fun experience.
Cool.
I want to say something else as we're just looking into us all being positive and staying in a good mood. Understanding that as you're doing this, I know that you could spend a lot of time on social media. Try to limit the amount of time that you're taking on social media. It's so many different websites out there. You got Instagram, you got um, Snapchat, you got TikTok, you got Facebook, all of these different websites that you go to when you're just scrolling all day long. Be mindful of the information that you're taking in. Understand that it is for entertainment. A lot of news may not be true that you're looking into, so always do your research, but just do something different within this time frame.
Yes, I do agree. You don't need to be going and looking on little DD page. You don't need to be doing anything that's not going to benefit you right now. This is the time for self growth. So worrying about Rex, I got it, and what he got going on his page, why he didn't call you in 2 weeks. If he didn't call you in 2 weeks, he don't care. It's a pandemic. It's damn near the end of the world. So if he didn't care enough to check on you in 2 weeks, he probably just don't care, sis. So we need to take this time for self growth and to
Yeah.
focus on ourselves more. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. Focus on your families, your loved ones that are going to be there for you, that's in your home. Make sure that it's beneficial for you. If it don't bring you joy, peace, and happiness, there's no need for it to be in your life. No need for you to even entertain it. And as I say that, I want to bring up how we were blessed with these stimulus checks. Everybody may not get them but for the ones who do get them, please just spend it wisely. You may have some debt that you need to clear up. Maybe you want to put some creditors on a payment arrangement or something like that that can benefit you. That's always going to be good. Look into some future investments and see what you're able to do. I know some companies that allow you to be able to invest will be like Acorns, Robinhood. I've noticed that if you do business with CashApp, they even have a segment on their app where it gives you some details of companies you can invest in. That's always going to be beneficial for you. I've noticed that some of the categories that you should invest in will be like your energy company. You're always going to need lights in your home. Technology is always good. They're always looking for the new gadgets to come out, the TVs, the computers. Healthcare is always going to be a great topic for you to look into, just based off of you're always going to need someone to take care of you. That's always going to be around within our age. And also another thing that I want to bring up is going to be social media. I've noticed that is going to be the new upcoming thing that we're really able to have a platform so that we can be a voice for ourselves, and a lot of people are being noticed off of there. So consider those companies. that you're looking into when you are investing. That way your money can stretch and be worthwhile as well.
I agree. Another app for investing is Stash.
Oh yeah.
Um, they're another app for investing. So think about that. It's called Stash, and you already said Acorn. I'm trying to think. Is there any other one? If you start out with those are the very simple ones. Acorn is more of a savings. It's like rounding up your change, and it's inputting it into another account for you in order for you to have that for a rainy day. But it still would be considered an investment. And all of these are like very simple. They're very like dumbed down. And what I mean by dumbed down is if you're just starting out, that's you don't want a complex app that you can't understand. So those are some of the better apps to go with.
Definitely. I agree with you there. As we're mentioning these things, I also want to just let you know that in the event that you're looking to start a business, there are companies, or should I say banks, that are looking to provide you with small business loans. We do want you to do your research because it may be different. I've seen that Goldman Sachs is even looking to give out small business loans. IRS.gov has a lot of information on there. Your local news and your state website may have some details for you. Plan this time to do your outline. That way you know what you need and the amount that you have so you can start off. Do your research. It's always going to be a good form where you have something. You have to have a plan to start somewhere. And I think that this is the perfect time for some people to be able to do that. I've definitely used it wisely. So I just want to give this information so that it can be able to inspire and empower other people as well.
I agree. We have to try to stick together and motivate one another, but we also, as individuals, have to take the time out to be willing to do the work. It's going to take leg work, but the reward is going to be, worthwhile. Another thing that I wanted to say about investing, I understand how some of you feel like the actual stock and putting your money in stock is a gamble. Well, this is the thing. If it wasn't working, you wouldn't have rich people from Wall Street. It has to have work. You just have to find the formula that works for you. Everybody is different on the way that they study stock. That's why this is these particular apps that we mentioned, they're good because they make it so simple for you to find your way, your formula, your niche in it. But nothing beats a failure but a try. So they used to have a saying like "scare money doesn't make money," and it's true. You could have that money sitting in that savings. Yes, it's secure. Yes, you can see it, but it's not going to gain interest
That's
the way it
true.
would if you put it into a company that is up and coming, and then a year from now, the company is booming. It has become popular, and people all just love it, and they love whatever services they provide. So that's something to really think about. You want your money to be able to make more for you. You want it to add value for you. Um, Another thing with the stimulus checks was we don't want y'all out here spending crazy, and we all grown, you can go do it anyway. But buying a 70-inch TV and you still live in an apartment probably ain't the best. It's not the best thing to do. It's not the right choice to make. Especially if you still got things in your credit that you owe, if you owe creditors, try to do something that's gonna be a good return for you instead of doing something in the moment for one. Try to do stuff for your future and try to handle things based on the needs of you and your household.
Definitely. I can definitely agree with everything that you're stating out there. I would just state that if you get the opportunity right now, I know that some states are actually opening back up, but if your employer is allowing you to be able to work from home, maybe you should take advantage of that opportunity. Ask them everything that you may need. I know it's going to be consisted of internet, a phone landline. You may also need a desk, and also consider the quiet space that you have. That's going to be really beneficial if you get that opportunity. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people got laid off, so you may have opportunities where you're going to be collecting unemployment. The IRS has a lot of information on their website about that. Please do not hesitate to go out there and do some research. You're not just going to be left up to no good. There's going to be ways that we're able to get some resources to you, even if you have to do like food banks or certain shelters. I see that they're looking to provide and they're giving out bags. So just know that there's resources to be able to assist you. The last thing that I just want to hit on, if you don't mind, and hopefully when it gets closer to the time, we can do another segment on this, would be just voting.